Bolo was a young boy from a poor family in a small African village. His parents worked hard to provide for him, but they didn't have much. Bolo, however, didn't see the love his parents gave him. All he saw was what he didn't have. His best friend Zuru came from a wealthy family. Zuru had everything: new clothes, toys, and lots of food. On Zuru's birthday, his father bought an entire antelope for the celebration. The meat was grilled and shared with everyone at the party, and Bolo ate until he couldn't move. That night, as Bolo sat in their small mud house, he turned to his parents and said, "I want an antelope for my birthday too." His mother looked at him sadly. "Bolo, we don't have that kind of money. You know we can't afford an antelope." But Bolo didn't care. "If you don't get me one," he said, crossing his arms, "I'll take my own life. I'll find poison and drink it." His parents were shocked. They begged him not to say such things. "Bolo, don't talk like that. We love you. We will try our best," his father promised. As Bolo's birthday approached, his threats became worse. He shouted and cried, saying he didn't want anything else but an antelope. His parents, fearing he might harm himself, decided to do the unthinkable. Early one morning, they took their spear and cutlass and headed into the thick bush to hunt an antelope. The forest was dangerous, but they didn't care. They were doing it for their son. Hours passed, and the sun began to set. In the forest, the couple heard a rustling sound. Before they could react, a group of leopards leaped from the shadows. The villagers later said that they must have been hungry and hunting. The leopards attacked the couple viciously, leaving no chance for escape. When the couple didn't return home, people began to worry. The next day, a group of villagers went into the bush to search for them. What they found were the remains of Bolo's parents. The news reached the village quickly. Everyone gathered at Bolo's home to mourn the couple, who were loved for their kindness and hard work. When Bolo heard what had happened, he fell to the ground, crying loudly. "It is my fault," he sobbed. "I pushed them to do it. I killed them." The villagers looked at him with pity, but some shook their heads. "A child who doesn't appreciate his parents will always regret it too late," an elder said. Without his parents, Bolo had no one to care for him. His uncle, a stern man, took him in. But life at his uncle's house was nothing like it had been with his parents. At his uncle's, Bolo was treated like a servant. He woke up before dawn to fetch water, tend to the goats, and sweep the compound. He ate last and often got very little food. If he complained, his uncle scolded him, saying, "You should be grateful I even let you stay here." At night, as Bolo lay on his mat, tired and hungry, he thought about his parents. He remembered how his mother would save the best piece of yam for him, how his father would make him laugh even after a day in the fields. Tears rolled down his cheeks as he whispered, "I am sorry, Mama. I am sorry, Papa. If I could go back, I would never ask for an antelope." The villagers noticed how Bolo had changed. He became quiet and hardworking. He stopped envying others and learned to appreciate what he had. One day, an old woman in the village called Bolo over. "Do you see now, child?" she asked. "Greed only brings pain. Learn to be content and you will find peace." Bolo nodded, tears in his eyes. He had learned his lesson, but it had come at a terrible price. For the rest of his life, he carried the memory of his parents in his heart, promising never to take love and kindness for granted again. And so, Bolo's story became a lesson in the village, told to children to teach them the dangers of greed and ingratitude. Contentment is key. Greed and envy lead to destruction. Bolo's desire to have what Zuru had without considering his parents' limitations resulted in tragedy. Learning to appreciate what one has can prevent unnecessary pain. Gratitude is essential. Being thankful for what you have and the efforts of those who care for you can foster peace and prevent regret.